you're having a nice day. I'm here to show you my makes for February. It's already into March, so I'm a little bit late showing you guys, putting this out there. My gosh, these are really strong. Daffodils can smell really nice, but they can also smell a bit funny. These ones are starting to smell a bit funny. You're lovely daffodils, but you have a funny smell. Anyway, I am going to start by showing you my Felton silk pussy bow blouse, which is what I've got on, and I had forgotten that I'd forgotten to finish the cuffs, so I apologise for that. I haven't worn it yet, as you can see, and so yeah, I forgot about that. I also decided to shorten the sleeve because the last one I made, I felt the sleeve was too long. I think now I made it maybe too short, because it's kind of looking, just looking in the viewfinder there, it's looking a little bit short, but hopefully when I tie that up, when I do a little thread loop. So in the instructions it tells you to do a little rouleau loop, but I'm just going to do a thread loop and a little button, and we'll see. Anyway, I absolutely love it. I'll stand back so you can see. This is such beautiful fabric to work with. I opted for the version with the lower V-neck. You know there's two, you can have it tied up at the top or you can have it at the V-neck. I prefer the V-neck, I think it suits me more. But I have got other versions where I've got it tied up there as well. So yeah, this silk was beautiful to work with. It presses really nicely. I just love the colours. I really love the colours, and I think they suit my colouring. I like wearing black, but I think having black hair, I can look a little bit witchy. So with this, I don't feel witchy at all. I feel colourful, but also with nice black background. So yeah, I'm really pleased. And I was thinking, I got it bagged out now, but I'm going to tuck it in. Let's have a look in the mirror. That's over there. I think it looks cute tucked in as well. Bit more going outy, out on the town, tucked in. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, I've decided to start with this one because it's definitely my favourite out of all the makes this month. I like the other things, but I particularly like this. Yeah, it really works well for this pattern, so I'm chuffed. And there is definitely more still in stock, guys. It has kept going, and we've had to keep reordering it, but there is still some in stock, so you can still get your hands on some. And I would try and reorder it if it then sells out again, because I think, yeah, it's such a beautiful fabric. So this is number one. How many do I have to show you today? I have this, and then I have my dress out of the Quennington, and I have my jersey dress with the striped Breton and the roses. Those are the three that I told you about, but I've also made a wrap dress and a cowl neck. So I've got a couple of other ones in there that I'm going to show you as well. I ended up making one because of the show. We just had the knitting and stitching show, and the other one I made because I felt like it. No reason. It was a cowl neck top, so it was really quick and easy to do. So, oh, hello Poppy, you come to say hi. Poppy didn't say hi on the last video. She's playing with her ball. Poppy loves the tennis ball, I think, more than me. I think you think that's fair, Pops? The moment we come down in the morning, it's the first thing she gets. She gets the tennis ball and she has a little play. Do you want to carry on playing? So give me a kiss. You want to play? Yeah, there we go. Get your tennis ball. Go on, Pops. Yeah, you hear it going dum 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 down the stairs in the morning. She loves her tennis ball, and annoyingly, it's always going under the furniture, and we're always having to forever put our arm under to like get it out. But yeah, I've tried getting her all sorts of other toys, but the tennis ball is the one that's the favourite. Anyway, I'm going off on a massive tangent, on a Poppy tangent. I have shown you number one. I'm going to show you number two. Just a sec. Okay, guys. This is the next one. This is my Tilley Agnes top with my Wren dress hack. Okay, so here's the Tilley Agnes top, which you guys have seen before. And on it, I have put the skirt from the Wren pattern. So you guys know that I did the Wren dress last month, and I thought I'd give it a go, see how it works, and I'm pretty pleased. So to talk you through what I did so that you guys could have a go at it yourselves, I basically cut the Tilley top off at the waist. So I just found the waist on the top. I probably made it a little bit high that I should have, a little bit, maybe a couple of centimetres. I could have dropped it a little bit more, but it's all right. And then I put the Wren skirt on, and I actually didn't do the elasticated waist. I just gathered the skirt and then stitched it on, and I stitched it on in it with a zigzag stitch so that it's got some give to it, and that's been fine. The only thing that isn't quite right is the sleeve. So the Agnes top has quite a tight sleeve, which I normally really like, and I think up till now I've used jerseys which have quite a lot of stretch in them, but this does not have much stretch, and so it does feel a little bit tight, and getting it on sometimes it feels a little bit like I need to dislocate my shoulder to get it on. But once it's on, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's just, yeah, a little bit snug up here. I think it's fine as long as I don't do any vigorous dancing in it. But yeah, I love this fabric, and I think this will be a great weekend dress, or even a work dress. I'd wear this to work. I've put a slip underneath it because I was worried because this is cotton jersey, I was worried that it might stick to tights. For those of you that asked the question about how do you line the skirt that I made last week, I just wore a little mini skirt slip with it so it didn't stick to my tights, which is what I always do rather than line things. Sometimes I do line them because I think it's really special or it'll add structure, but for skirts and dresses that I don't think need it, I'll just wear a slip with it, and then it just saves time and fabric. So yeah, I like this, really like this. It feels quite bright and cheerful. So number 2, recommend doing this hack, guys. Okay, next one. Number 3, this is my Betty and Joan hack. Okay, so the top is the new Betty necklines, which we released a few weeks ago, and the bottom is a Joan, which I've shortened as well. And because I wanted to wear this in the day and be quite comfortable and warm, I built the neckline up at the back, so it's quite a high neck rather than the V-neck that you have on the normal Betty. So this is the new V-neck neckline, the new sleeves. I didn't make any alterations. The only thing I needed to do is these darts here. I had to match the darts on the skirt to the darts on the bodice. I chose to do that because the bodice, I just felt like it needed it more there on the bodice, and on the skirt it wouldn't matter if they were slightly further in, whereas if I moved these further out, I think that wouldn't have fit as nicely. And also in terms of optical illusions, I often talk about it, when you get, if you have the darts too far out or seams too far out, it can make you look wider. So I thought it'd be best just to move them in. So that's what I did, and so that it would match. And apart from that, everything was pretty much as is. I didn't need to make any changes. I haven't lined it because this is the linen viscose that we do, and it's so comfy. It's so nice, and it's warm as well, so I feel it's perfect for this time of year. But it's also breathable, so I reckon if it was a hotter day it wouldn't be too bad either. I'm wearing it with tights, of course, but yeah, I think it could work in the summer perhaps, or rather spring. What else? But yeah, because this is a linen viscose blend, it doesn't crease that much. So it's, well, it doesn't really crease like linen at all. So it's really, you know, I hate it when clothes crease loads. So it's great that it's got that mix of the viscose in there, because, yeah, it means you can sit up and stand up and it's not creasing. I should go back so you guys can see a bit better. One thing that I did notice, and I'm happy with this, I didn't overfit it, I noticed it when I was making it, is that it's a slightly looser fit than I would normally wear for the Betty, because this has got a bit more give in it. There's a bit more sort of movement to this because it's slightly drapey, this fabric, but I actually really like it because it's really comfy to wear, and because it's for me a day dress, I'll wear this for work, I wanted it to be yeah, not overly fitted. So yay, thumbs up. So I wore this to the knitting and stitching show, which we've just finished, and so many of you, it was so nice to meet so many of you who watch these videos. So if you're watching this one, hi, thank you for coming and saying hello to me. It was great to meet you, and it's great to hear that you're enjoying watching this. It really made my week to hear those comments, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, it was a brilliant show. We haven't been to the Olympia one before, but we will be definitely going to it again next year. It was really, really good. But our next show coming up will be the Kirsty's Handmade Fair in September, and then we'll also do the Knitting and Stitching show at Alexandra Palace in October. So lots more opportunities to meet lots more of you there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the 2 extra ones that I didn't tell you I was going to do, but I ended up doing. Just a sec. Ta-da! This is my ultimate wrap dress that I made for the show so that I could show off this fabric that we were selling at the show. I think there's a little bit left, and I'm going to try and get a bit more back in stock actually as well, so keep an eye out. And it's called Blue Diamond. We'll put it all in the comments below anyway. And yeah, I wanted to try something a bit different, so I lengthened it, which I haven't ever done with the wrap dress. I think I just need to pull those up so they're not too long. And I also squared off the hem. So the original hem has got a curve here, which is actually quite tricky to do, to navigate around to get all the fabric to sit flat. But I wanted to see if it worked. I knew it'd be more easier. Oops. There's thread there that hasn't been cut. I knew it'd be easier to sew, but I wanted to see what it would look like stylistically. And I think it's really nice. So yeah, guys, if you don't want to navigate that curve with this pattern, you don't have to, just square it off and it works well. So this is a viscose jersey, really soft and comfy, nice stretch to it. Not the easiest to sew with because it is really stretchy, but it does press nicely. So yeah, it's a nice little extra, something for the wardrobe, just another dress that I don't need, but yeah, it was good to show off the fabric because I think we've had this fabric for a little bit and no one's bought it, and I was surprised. And then the moment I made it up in something and put it on the mannequin, it was really popular at the show. So I think sometimes you just need to see what it looks like in a garment. But it reminds me of kind of very Diane von Furstenberg DVF style prints for her wrap dresses, and this is actually what I based. I didn't have a dress and I copied it or anything like that, but her style of wrap dress is what I had in mind when I designed this dress. So it felt right to kind of make one up in a kind of print that she might have chosen as well. So here we go. Right, last one. My last one, ta-da, which is a cowl neck top. So this fabric, I put some aside for myself when we got it in, and I've been meaning to do something fun like this with it. It's covered in cherries. It's called our Cherries fabric, I think, and I just thought it would be really nice and comfy to make a little cowl neck top. I'm realising there's masses of threads that I haven't cut off. Yeah, which I can wear tucked into jeans, or I could wear it tucked into my Decades of Style, my high-waisted ones. Something like that. But yeah, it's just a comfy, quick make. So I think this pattern is really easy to make. It took me about an hour and a half to cut it out and sew. So yeah, it's a really quick and easy one. And if you look at my Instagram feed, I actually made another one the morning on Sunday morning for the show. I'd love to show you that, but it's actually in the wash. So I use this lovely Liberty fabric that we've got. But yeah, we've still got that in stock and we'll be adding it online very, very soon. So yeah, this pattern's perfect for kind of the Liberty viscose jerseys. It's really nice and soft. So yeah, a little extra one. I'm really cold. I think our roof terrace door opened in the middle of filming and now I'm freezing. So there we are. I haven't made my pattern that I'm reviewing this month, but I'm going to do that this week and I'm going to report back to you guys next week. I also had some requests to report back on my favourite lipsticks. I put a post up about lipstick on my Instagram feed, and a lot of you were saying, oh, would you share what your favourite lipsticks are and things, so I thought I'll tag that on to the end of the next video. So look out for pattern review and lipsticks in next week's. So I hope you found that interesting, guys. If you like this, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Also give us a thumbs up in the little box below, and don't forget to look in the comments for all the links to all the patterns and the fabrics that I've talked about and shown you. And that is it for this week. I hope you all have a great week and have a nice weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye!